Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to today's Daily Sync. We've got some of the group leaders here who are going to take us through some of the progress that's happened as a part of their different groups today. It's been a really exciting day. I've seen lots of really awesome pull requests come through and a lot of really great reviews from people as well. So I'd like to thank everyone for the efforts. For others, it's only the day's just starting, so it's a really good time to jump in and actually find out what's happened in the last few hours and what we'll be doing as a part of what will be happening overnight from Europe, as well as what's going to be happening tomorrow as well. So I'm going to pass it over to Fran, who will start talking about documentation.
Hello. Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen if I manage to. Yes. So I was heading the documentations team. Just a very quick reminder of what we're doing. We are usually let's say dealing with a lot of beginners. So we had a couple of tasks for them, mainly to get accustomed to GitHub and all the stuff. And for advanced people, they can documentation on pipelines and do issues that are not specifically for first-timers. So we had a lot of people coming in. That's currently the count for the team members, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people that go through the videos and do the checks and stuff to then be able to contribute later on. But this has been great so far. I have heard that a lot of people look at the intro videos that we did, and so that's very nice to see that there's a lot less confusion than in previous years. And we actually had quite a few done pull requests already that have been closed. So I'm very, very happy to see this. And there's also a couple of ones for review. So if you are currently not busy or you don't know what to do, go and check for those reviews, and let's see that we get the merge as well. But of course, there's also still quite a lot in progress. This is, I think, not an extensive list. So yeah, thank you very much. And that's it from my side. I keep it very short. And I don't know who was going next. You're muted, I think.
Okay, cool. Hello, everybody from the infrastructure team with our brand new logo. We had a lot of fun here because, like, here in Tübingen, we actually have an infrastructure hub. But besides that, yeah, just a quick reminder, infrastructure is basically the end-of-core tools and Python toolchain and also the website. So we have a mixture of these things. We have quite a few people, some newcomers, some old faces, so very nice to see all of them. And Sophia, for example, worked out or like helped us to fix some broken links, both in the when you click edit a markdown file, but also some other links where, because we made some changes in the naming, some links just died, and thankfully this is now should be fixed. So thanks, Sophia. Arthur went on the other side to the toolchain, to the Python toolchain, and worked on the custom template YAML when you create a pipeline, and also added a linting test to create to mark system exit as something you shouldn't use. Adrien is working on implementing tests for creating tests for sub workflows, so that's very nice. And Kartik was working on the Gitpod Docker images, so they're branch specific, so we can better pull specific Gitpod images. Novak is working on the typed Python project where we want to type our Python code base now. And Dubravka was also working on the broken/missing links on the contributing guidelines, so related to Sophia's route. And last but not least, Fabian deprecated Python 3.7, or like that you shouldn't use Python 3.7 with our tools anymore, because it reaches the end of life cycle. That was pretty much it from day one. We killed GitHub and fixed it again. So yes, you're welcome. Over to who is now, is it Maxime?
Yes, that's me. Okay, share screen, my desktop. Sorry. Oh, wait, where is my? Sorry, I'm getting there. Okay, so first the module team. And here we are. So module team, so we had like module team, we had like a separate team that was working specifically on a multiplex like imaging group, but we were all working on modules, and we had like a lot of people working on that. So here are a couple of team members, here are more team members, and the last one. And all of the members from the highly multiplexed imaging subgroup, which are still like a lot of members. We had like the usual like reviewing buddy list. And then we had like a lot of tasks that are like still being worked on, but like on a lot of different like module. So I think what will be good, like at some point, is that I'm going to have a look like into all of the issue to see if they are like resolved, closed, waiting for a PR or whatever, so we can have like a proper link. But we have like so many issues that are being like added to this stuff. So we have ones which is like almost ready to merge, and that's like a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go through everything because it's a lot. I think it will be like much easier like to figure that out like at the end. But I want really like to thank everyone like worked on that, because that's like an amazing job that everyone has been doing there. And I was so impressed by all that, like I completely lost it. So thank you everyone. I'll make sure to have like it more formalized like tomorrow, and more formalized for the next day. But thank you everyone for the people that are saying like the PR are already been made and stuff like that. That's super helpful for us. But apart from that, like thank you everyone again. And then for the sub workflow. So sub workflow is a bit like similar to the pipeline team. Oh, sorry. And basically we are just like assembling several modules together. No, several modules together to make like a sub workflow. And very similar, we are like we have like lots of people, less people in, but we have like people working with us on that. And I think the main sub workflow I've been seeing today, there is a link broken there, I will fix that later, it's fine, is like to update like some JTK sub workflow here, which is like a good like thing that, because we need that like in several pipeline. And adding some parameters, removing some parameter dependency in sub workflow. So, and fixing, like I think this is like a sub workflow I've been waiting for like a while, fixing some UMI stuff in sub workflow. And I think like Francesco is working on that, and maybe Adam as well. And I think like Simon has been waiting on this like NGS checkmate sub workflow for a while. So that will be good to see that. And I think that's all for the sub workflow team. So I think now it will be Rike that goes to the pipeline team, which is the next step, like module, sub workflow, pipeline.
Yeah. Let me create the slides and share them. All right, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, let me go through the setup slides that we had created before. So also in the pipelines group, I guess as usual, we have lots of different people working on all sorts of different pipelines. I feel like maybe a few people are still missing in this list when I look through the pipelines that were added or were worked on. We also have this reviewing buddy list, where also it's surprisingly short for the number of pipelines. So don't forget to add yourself or find someone that can help you review your things if you need somebody. All right, so there was lots of work done on Eager for the DSL2 conversion by Selena, Ida, Judy, Merlin, Ian, Ian, Theseus, and James. Sorry, I need to move the videos around so we can see something. The Falco was added, and then lots of things are under construction or under review at the moment. Yeah, lots of work was done for Igor actually. So nice. More things done for Igor, okay. Looks like Igor is in a good way then to being in DSL2. We did a tiny bit of work on Zarek, at least started to work on some like validation issues and more bioconda recipe issues and so on. Then for protein fold, Athanasius has worked on visualization for AlphaFold and collab fold workflows. What else do we have here? For tax profiler, Sophia, Lily, and James been working on fixing issue for the next release. Looks like the first ones are also already under review. Then we have a lot of things going on in the dual RNA-seq pipeline for the DSL2 conversion. Also things starting to be under review. So hopefully we can get this merged soon. For FuncScan, also the goal is to solve all the issues. And several things are already merged or under review. For HGTSec, looks like not so much things were happening today, but maybe tomorrow. And then for the light sheet recon pipeline was started at the last hackathon, and the goal is for this hackathon to finish a full pipeline workflow, and Konrad is working on that at the moment. Then we have MacMap by Danilo, Emily, and Daniel. They're working on a minimal functioning pipeline and started with template updates and then getting the first steps in. For CRISPR-seq, Laurence and Julia are working on adding documentation for, I guess, generally adding documentation, as well as creating test data and adding new modules. And then Ataxic has a new metro map. That's nice. And we have also a few new pipeline proposals that I'm not sure everything is reviewed yet, but that's already being worked on, like BAM2FastQ, which is the pipeline we've been using locally at Cubic and want to port. And also Spinning Jenny was proposed today, and the first draft is underway. It's I forgot what the pipeline is for. I'm sorry. I will look it up for tomorrow. And Quantum S was released this morning, so that's successful for the first hackathon day. Okay, I think that's it from us.
That's great. Thank you to all of the group leaders that took the time to sort of check those slides together and present those for us. I think there's a really exciting amount of work that was done today, and I can't wait to see what's achieved tomorrow as well. With that as well, I want to thank everyone that has actually done some of the work and done some of the coding and reviewing and the processing as well. You see Maxime's just showing us that the Google site there looks like quite a lot of fun there as well. But with that, again, I just want to thank everyone, and we will close off for today. Obviously, you don't have to stop coding, and you're welcome to stick around as long as you want. Code overnight, and join us again tomorrow.